5,000 at Ford Field, and we are right around that number today. A good crowd on hand and seemingly ready to go in the Motor City. Both teams emerging from the Ford Field tunnels just a short time ago. And, of course, the loudest cheers were reserved for the hometown Lions. They're set to go as they will match up with the San Francisco 49ers. Here comes Khalif Raymond from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. They'll run for the first time with DeAndre Swift. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. 2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. Goff. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
On 3rd down, here comes Swift. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. Play here on 1st down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. Now a play fake. Lance. They'll roll him out right. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on 3rd down. Here's Lance to throw it. Eluding the pressure right. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Some early fireworks from this rookie quarterback getting the start in week 1.
And every time a rookie quarterback gets to start week 1, you and I both know the extra attention that comes with it. We know that he's going to throw the football, but will he make the right decisions? And in this case, with his legs, he showed the defense there's an extra dynamic to his game.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's say, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
From midfield, here's Lance. That's complete to the tight end, Werner. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Well, there you go, Charles, the first completed pass of his young career.
And we expect it not to be his last. Very good to get the first one out of the way, though, as he begins his career.
On 2nd down, it's Mitchell. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Lance with a tap forward on the jet sweep. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they've run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
Rolling to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. A big connection on that one. 33 yards. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Elijah Mitchell with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the 49ers are on the board here first in the season opener. Gold with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Here's Raymond bringing it out. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They went 3 and out on their first drive of the new season. Not an ideal beginning as they start drive number 2, 1st and 10. Now Goff. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hawkinson. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Goff now looking to throw. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And the 49ers are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it 1st and 10 at their 38. They'll try the left side. Mitchell. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Five yards remain on 2nd down. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Right back to him on first down. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy. The 30.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Hands it off out of the gun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
And now they'll throw with Lance. Sliding out of the pocket. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And this is caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A big play that time through the air. 31 yards. Mitchell. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Elijah Mitchell. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0.
Robbie Gould to kick off for San Francisco.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Here's Raymond bringing it out. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so nowhere to go here. He lost the football, but I believe a Lion was there to recover it. Yes, they will indeed keep possession. Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered because had the defense gotten it, they were already within a shadow of the goalpost.
Yeah, and then you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
The scoreboard tells a story for them a little bit bleak, and while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close, but the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Niners set up well. They take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. On first down, Mitchell. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. 62 yards rushing for him in this first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener. The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. They'll try the left side. Mitchell. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. Right back to Mitchell on second down. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is third down. Now Lance. He'll buy some time right. This will be caught. It's Samuel. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Another completion there, and we think back to the draft in the spring. This franchise essentially handing him the keys to the operation, a top-5 pick. Charles, how ready do you think he is?
I think he's ready for the NFL in terms of size, speed, the makeup of him, the character of him. The key's going to be, will this team accept everything he brings to the game and adapt to it? Not just necessarily plug him into something that he doesn't do well.
2nd and 6. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And across the chalk, into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Elijah Mitchell now with his 3rd touchdown in his first ever NFL game. And the Niners are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. So that challenge, a successful one. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. On second down now. It's Mitchell, and he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Elijah Mitchell now with his 3rd touchdown in his first ever NFL game. And the 49ers add on to their lead. Gold with the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Here's Raymond bringing it out. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Off play action. Here's Goff. He's airing it out for Williams. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. So, CD, big changes for 2021. Of course, last year we had the expansion from 6 to 7 teams in each conference making the playoffs. This year, the headline, the addition of a 17th regular season game. What did you think when you heard the news that this was happening?
Well, my first thought, partner, was finally, because we've heard about a 17th game coming for a long time, and now here it is. So the beautiful part about all of it is that 17th game is going to be like these interdivision, interconference type games that are going to match up and play out over a 4-year period. And that's kind of cool. And I was looking forward to seeing some of the matchups that were going to come.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
Boy, we've seen a lot of mistakes here in this first half, and another there on the interception.
Yeah, they're certainly starting to pile up, aren't they? Because, let's face it, we expect a miscue here and there, but they're already down 3 scores and still giving the ball away. If they want to get back into this one, they've got to take care of the ball because right now the way they're playing doesn't say a whole lot for their chances.
And Lance's throw complete there to McLeod.
Touchdown, 49ers!
I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards and just give me a second here because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
No run back here for Raymond. This will be a touchback.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. He's going to get that to Swift underneath.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Meanwhile, Goff's throw going into the hands of Williams.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
On 1st down, it's Goff. Going to throw deep for the end zone.
And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Seibert able to knock this one through. And that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And the first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
Right back to Mitchell on 2nd down.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
93 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll try the left side. It's Mitchell. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They'll run on 1st down. Mitchell. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. Tackle there by Alex Anzalone. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll try the left side. It's Mitchell. And a pretty good run as he'll get this down close to a first at the Lions' 43-yard line. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. And Sermon is not going to get there. Great work defensively to stop him short.
They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead them to 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Lions will take over. Even though they didn't get it, probably the right call. Too long for a field goal and just not a whole lot to gain from a punt there.
Yeah, you wouldn't have really netted very much yardage if you pumped the ball, right? And the thing about a field goal, and you know this from so much experience, the longer the...
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder, Jimmy Ward.
And the Niners are going to get it back here just past the 35. This defense, Charles, coming up with another interception. They have really done an excellent job of locking up these receivers.
Yeah, they're really on fire. They are actually doing what they talk about all the time, which is plastering to receivers when they're in their zones. They didn't give up a touchdown in the first half. Haven't done so here in this half either. Blanketed the field going all the way back to the opening drive, and they come up with a pick right there.
Right back to Mitchell on 2nd down.
And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. He's making quite a splash here in his NFL debut.
Well, he was advertised as being NFL ready, and both you and I tend to arch an eyebrow a little bit when we first hear that, but I think that they were right about this one.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Here's Lance.
Looking deep downfield. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. A big connection on that one. 32 yards. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
At the Lions' 9-yard line.
They're not ready for this. Y'all playing the wrong football.
And they fake the handoff now.
And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 there on the sack, and that makes things tougher here on 3rd and goal.
And we always talk about sacks as a sign of defensive pressure. Well, the Lions also talked about how you affect a quarterback in the pocket. They had the fewest quarterback pressures in the entire league last year. So upgrading, that was a priority. And the front office appears to have gotten it done.
That's caught by Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Deebo Samuel there to make the grab. And the 49ers, they're just pouring it on. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
Here's Raymond bringing it out. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
Dre Greenlaw in there on the tackle. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Now Goff. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off around the 41. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
At the 23-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. Mitchell, he's to the 10, and across the chalk, into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Elijah Mitchell, a 23-yard run. And the Niners take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Gold with the extra point, and that will extend this big lead.
Lions 3.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
Here's Raymond bringing it out. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Lions take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Flush to, and he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. He couldn't get rid of it. He winds up losing a yard. It's second down. We are through three quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. He's airing it out for Williams. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he'll go out of bounds finally at the 7. A big play there for Detroit.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
Here's Swift.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be second and goal coming up. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead because now...
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit.
DeAndre Swift
Taking it in from a yard out.
And the Lions are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And this has been quite a performance to kick off the new year on the road, no less, as they try to finish things off here in the fourth quarter.
And he takes it all the way down to the 3.
Wow. 240 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Trey Sermon
with his first career touchdown in his first career game.
And the Niners are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their fourth quarter lead.
Gould able to tack on the extra point, and the lead will swell by one more. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
Here's Raymond bringing it out. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week one because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. These fans just kind of beside themselves right now. Here's Swift. He gets away from one, and he'll get this up to about the 40. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Here's Goff. And now here's another interception. Picked off at the 38. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Gold to add the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
The score, Niners 56, Lions 10. Robbie Gould to kick off for San Francisco.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Here's Raymond bringing it out. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Lions take over 1st and 10.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Now a play fake, and it's gone. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at about the 31. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll try the left side. It's Mitchell. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
Running right through him. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Off of play action, here's Lance. They'll roll him out right. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain.
57, Mike, 57. I got you, son. I got you, son. Mike, wait. Nice 57.
Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. What a difference a year makes so far, at least. These guys last place in their division a year ago. Looking like they're going to move to 1-0 right now.
Not really unusual in the NFL, though, is it? Because we always talk about every year, 8-8 is kind of the baseline for everyone, plus or minus. And we've seen many teams go from worst to first. I know it's 1 week, but still, they're starting to think to themselves, we've got a chance this season.
Robbie Gould to kick off for San Francisco.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Here's Raymond bringing it out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too.
And now here's another interception. Picked off around the 37. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away.
Right back to Mitchell on 2nd down.
He fights forward for a couple with a penalty flag down. And the linemen, they're already walking back.
Right back to Mitchell on 2nd down.
And he's going to take this one down to the 25.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Mitchell, and he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll try and run for it. And he gets the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 24. The type of game that he's having running the football, there was no doubt who they were giving the ball to.
So why didn't they just go ahead and go after him on defense, right?
Yeah,
if you know,
on him.
right, you know he's having that type of a game. Who else would you expect to get the football? I would have taken my chances and sold out defensively to stop him. And if anyone else picks it up, I tip my cap to him.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Rolling to his right. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
So this looking more and more like it is going to be a successful kickoff to their campaign as they add on here.
And partner, you know NFL coaches, they're on the sideline thinking about all the little things that need correcting. But for the most part, they've got to be ecstatic with the way this season has started out.
Gold with the extra point, and that will extend this big lead.
Here's Raymond bringing it out. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
76.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. To throw on 2nd and 10. Goff. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. One last throw here for Goff. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job